They'll let him wait for like 10 minutes and then send him.
All right.
Yeah, maybe.
What's that?
So Harry told you there's a big meeting. First off, have you talked to Harry?
I have been trying to talk to him, and he's just like not. He's not himself. You know,
He's I think he got
being a
brainwashed.
pushover.
He said he's been going to
Mhm.
Teflon or something, or he
So-
said they
Epsilon.
worship me.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't even know what's going on with him. He said something about semen last time we talked to him, and that's when I was just like
Jesus
about
Christ.
done with that conversation.
Also, he told me, well, today's meeting, I just want to, chat with everybody, give everyone a nice little pep speech, and get everyone on the right path. Because I think, music awards were great, but I also think it kind of fucked with a lot of people's heads for some reason.
Yeah, there definitely was a lot of that here, for sure. I'm sure everyone would appreciate it. I think for the most part, a lot of us have kind of like got over that kind of moment. You know, it was, I think it was something that was so new to everybody that I don't think anyone was really prepared for it, you know?
Right.
It got kind of like blown out of proportion. Yeah, but I think that's a good idea to have this meeting for that reason.
And then I think Harry brought up to me that people are upset about OTT coming over,
Yeah.
which honestly I expected to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a man that likes some spice, And when OTT
Right.
came to me, he seemed genuine. He's dissolving his entire record label for this. He said he was inspired by the music awards, even though he went crazy, on the mic, which he did go pretty fucking crazy, but
He did. He also, name dropped me, so I was, I thought that was cute. But yeah, definitely people are in their feelings about it for sure. I have my opinions on it as well, but I just think that I like OTT. I feel like he can cooperate here as long as he realizes how this business is run.
that's exactly what I told him. I said, OTT,
Mhm.
you understand, you're gonna have to be very different with how you treat people. You can't be going around as the normal OTT. If you're in a position of management and power, you're gonna have to be more understanding of people. You can't be going over there flipping out on people, freaking out of them, slowing your ego in their fucking face.
Exactly.
So I brought the bimbos in and had a little test run with him, and he did pretty good. He did really good. He kept his cool. He had a little heart to heart with the bimbos when they were trying to break apart.
Okay.
So I mean,
That's actually
yeah, trust me, I
good.
wouldn't bring him in if I thought he was just gonna be a dickhead to everyone.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I think, because what we're trying to do with the board of directors and everything was I'm pushing for this to be like a democracy,
Right.
because I don't like the fact that Harry can like pull his CEO stuff on us.
Right.
So we've kind of agreed that we're all going to be equals. We're not going to make any big decisions or anything without checking in with each other, because I feel like that's just kind of how this should work to make sure that the majority is happy,
Exactly.
And then I hear OTT saying that he doesn't want to have to listen to Harry and all this other stuff. And it's just like, well, what's the reason for that? Why are you going to come into a company, shots at that? And then Harry's like acting all different now. So someone has to speak up for him while he's not himself,
Yeah. I think we're going to change a few things. Any large decisions or firings, Harry will now bring to me, and I'll have to kind of give approval on, for the most part. He's still my CEO. I'll take his word for a lot of stuff, but, I'll consult with you, P, all those people.
Exactly.
I'll definitely be around more to kind of help run things and stuff like that, so we don't have Harry having a fucking mental breakdown again.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I am as well. I think that would help out a lot. Just having you be like the overseer and everything would help out a lot, because when everything gets put on Harry, I think that's what makes people like OTT think that they can stumble in this company and start trying to like move shit around without talking to everybody else. Like I think everyone thinks of this company as just Harry because he does a lot of stuff, but all the other executives also do stuff, and we have conversations with Harry. He's just kind of the one that finalizes it and brings it up to you and everyone else.
Yep, OTT, we made his role pretty clear to him. His role is to pretty much help better the artist. He's going to be honest with them, but in a nice way. Give constructive criticism, help build them up, help them change what they need to change, and to make them better, pretty much. So that's mainly what he's going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm totally on board for that. And then he's chief music officer, kind of like a quality check thing.
Exactly.
I think that's a good idea.
So I guess this all happened when I was gone?
Yeah, well, no, OTT came in here, Vin, right? He had Hutch set it up, and he was bitching about the music awards. Or I don't know if he was necessarily bitching, but he was he was relaying messages to me of other people bitching in Mandem or other labels or even WuChang about how they felt about pay and all these other things. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Harry, like, or not Harry. Oh, there's Harry.
Hello.
Hey, how you feeling?
Harry.
I feel great.
Harry, you know OTT works here, right?
You informed me of that yesterday.
See, Harry's cool. Harry's cool with everything. Ain't that right, Harry?
Yes, sir.
See, I don't know, this Harry's pretty nice.
Okay. My problem with this Harry is just like Harry used to come into the studio and tell bitches to get it together, you know? Harry used to be like, he used to come in this shit like Rami, but what he said actually mattered, you know?
Right,
So,
and had meaning behind it.
Exactly. And this Harry's just kind of like, sure, why not? Let's just get it done.
Oh, you want to fuck my mother? Go ahead, sure.
Yeah, right, Harry?
I haven't
wouldn't
seen
you
my
like?
mother since I was 13 years old.
Oh, well.
She's probably busy getting fucked somewhere.
Is that okay with you, Harry?
I don't mind. I haven't seen her in that long.
There you
See?
go.
What is this attitude? This is not the Harry Martinez that I know.
Go ahead, Vin, ask him something, Vin.
Is that Harry?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, this guy's
Hello.
just as fucking dumb, I guess.
Harry, what the fuck?
Harry? I can't see him. Can someone get my Miralax?
No, what the fuck happened to him?
What do you mean?
Harry,
Hello.
what happened to your hair? What's going on? You're meditating? What the fuck is going on here?
Yes, sir.
See, it's really bad.
Harry, you okay?
Yes, sir. I feel great.
Okay.
Kiflum.
Who?
Kiflum, that's where he
Kiflum.
went, and apparently they worship me and stuff there.
They
What's with
worship
the
Mr.
K?
K there?
Mr. K is a
Yeah.
part of the myths.
The K and Kiflum.
It's like Greek mythology type thing.
It's like how my fans worship me, the lesbians.
Sanya,
Yeah.
Yeah.
did he get brainwashed or some shit?
Yeah, pretty much, Vin.
Fuck. Ayo.
Anyways, is everyone ready for this meeting, Harry? Is everyone out there?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Everyone is prepared.
Perfect.
Oh, actually, holy
Oh,
shit, this couldn't be
hey.
any better.
Oh my
Hey, how's it
gosh.
going? Sorry, the conductor was being a bitch. I couldn't get off the train.
Oh, I had the same problem today. So nice to see you, OTT.
Mm-hmm. You as well.
So, OTT, you're actually perfect to have here today. We're going to have a little pep talk meeting with everyone here at WuChang, get everyone back on the same page, get any concerns out. You know, hidden feelings can boil up over time and cause issues. We know some people had some issues with the music awards. Some people have issues with you being brought up. So this is a great time to kind of just lay everything out and get everyone on the right track.
All right. Hell yeah.
Right. Well, we were talking about restructuring the company for a while prior to you being brought in.
I have the
OTT.
restructure ready.
Right. Harry has the restructure. You know, we just weren't expecting it. Obviously, I personally don't have a problem with it. I think some other people have feelings just because of how matter of fact and like sudden it was. But yeah, so basically
I believe people have an issue because OTT talked trash at the music awards.
Right, right.
Okay.
Well, it is what
And then
I
he
do.
continued to talk trash afterwards.
He's an entertainer.
Whoa! I continue to talk trash afterwards. Give me an example, please.
Apparently, you talk trash on Twitter. I was not around. I was just informed.
Well, this was before he got hired, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been throwing shade at Mandem Records when they saying they on top, et cetera, et cetera. At this point, I mean, I'm bleeding WuChang at this point. My studio's being sold. I'm in.
Yeah, and don't worry.
Right.
We, I talked to OTT. He knows when it comes to management. He has to approach things differently. And I mean, the bimbos right there, they could vouch for his wonderful work. His
I'm not a
groundbreaking
bimbo.
work. Okay.
I love OTT. Mwah.
All right.
Right.
Oh my god, that's so hot.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
let's just resolve one thing real quick because Valentine is here now. So I think what Harry is alluding to is Valentine said that I don't know if it was a gang thing, but something was happening on Twitter where you guys were like making fun of her music. Is that true? Am I repeating that right?
That was
Valentine?
long ago.
Oh,
This was
oh.
just recent.
Rami? You talking about Rami? Rami does this on the daily.
No, not Rami. We're talking about OTT.
Well,
yeah, I was talking shit.
He always talks shit. Like it's not a
Yeah,
new
but
thing.
I'm trying to figure out when did this happen? Like, what was the time?
It happened a week ago, like
Yeah.
before he got hired, like the day before.
Yep, that is true.
So people have concerns while you were talking trash the day before, and then suddenly you want to be a part of WuChang.
well, he can. This will all be cleared up in the meeting, so everyone can hear it. Don't worry about that. I'm sure TT has some
Okay.
stuff to say.
Okay, perfect.
Sure.
But I mean, if
Also, I
everyone's
am
ready.
available to answer any questions that you have of me.
Okay, all right, Harry. Okay.
We
I
know
mean,
that, Harry.
should we head over to the large meeting room?
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's head on over there.
Please, no one set an Ipgorg seat. Thank you.
Oh no, Harry,
let me
that's
see what
okay.
you
You
real
can
quick,
really
TT.
calm down. It's not that crazy.
Say
Well,
what?
as you can tell, you know, some people are gonna be hostile towards you at first. I want you to be understanding of that. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
they may feel you have ulterior motives coming in here, considering the past, but you know, you prove to them that you're here for improvement and to help everybody out, and for the name of music. I think they'll be, you know, a lot more open to it. What do you say, OG Bobby? Okay,
It's a
great.
fantastic idea.
Yeah, great, great. Bobby,
Fantastic.
great.
You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of experience. We've seen these things, you know what I'm saying, unfold before. You know what I'm saying? So you should be good. You know, take it slow.
I have been taking it pretty slow. I haven't stirred up any shit storms. I've
Yeah.
been pretty fucking chill. I'm helping people out. So I don't have any other ulterior motive. I truly don't. I mean, Cream Pie Creations being sold. It's done. That shit is gone.
So one thing I want to kind of try to approach here or point out to everybody, you know, I've noticed this has been a problem in the music scene for a long time. I'm sure you can relate. A lot of time these artists get too caught up in what everyone else is doing and what they're doing. You know what I mean? They're too concerned about what this person got paid. They're too concerned about what this person released or the show that this person got and they didn't get. They're too worried about all this other shit when they should be worried about what they're working on, what they're doing, and helping each other. You know? So that's kind of a big message I want to point out there, because every issue that occurs in the music scene seems to be somewhat related to something like that.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've got some really cool ideas that I can bring up to everybody. And, you know, I'm not bossing people around. Like, I'm not being a dick. I'm not, you know. I
Yeah,
know I
that's
have an
exactly
ego
what I
and
told
stuff,
him. Like,
but-
guys, this isn't the OTT, you know, the entertainer OTT going on stage being a dick to people. Da-da-da. He's here to try to help people. He's here to try to bring people up. So, all right, let's go in there.
All right.
Bobby, you security. If anyone acts up, you know, restrain
Oh,
them.
say less.
So it doesn't matter.
Say less.
What about
Also,
your
you the
father?
OG for, you
I
know,
haven't seen
wise
him since I was
words.
13 years old as well. They both left me abandoned.
Oh, that's so sad. All right.
Thank you.
Oh my God, you know what? I really like these name tags. This is very helpful.
Thank you. My son is keeping Ipgorg's seat warm.
Mr.
K.
How you guys doing, everybody? You guys having a good time? Everyone enjoyed the music awards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to take today before the holidays to give everybody on the right track. We have a lot of big changes coming to the company and a lot of big moves to be made. I mean, after seeing the music awards, I think we can all agree here. The ceiling is a lot higher than we all thought, is it not?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
A
to reach
gazillion
those new heights, we're gonna need some ladders, we're gonna need some rockets, we're gonna need some planes, we're gonna need some new tools here.
Heck yeah. Also, can you shout Mr. K?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. So, I mean, let's address one of the main things in the room at the moment. We have OTT, who was brought on as the chief music officer. He has dissolved his record label, Cream Pie Records, and he's going to be over here devoting his time, effort, and knowledge and experience to help bring up all of you and anyone that needs the help. OTT, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, y'all know who I am. Auto-Tune Tyrone, aka the King, aka T, aka O double T, aka the Tyrone. Only my mama calls me that.
Cream pie.
Hell yeah. I know it might come to some of a shock that I'm here at WuChang. I'm going to be honest, it's a bit of a shock to me as well. But essentially this is what happened, guys. a lot of people came to me about the music awards, and they were complaining that it was unfairly done. Pretty much every label came to me, told me what they thought they didn't like about it. I conversated with them. There were things about it that I spoke to Mr. K. Oh wait, wait a second. Did my name tag change?
This
Yeah,
is
I thought you
OTT.
did that,
Are
to
you
be
not
honest.
OTT?
Oh, okay.
Before, but we get it. Yep.
Oh, it must have just
Okay.
been a typo or something.
Right.
Yeah, it must have been.
Oh.
So anyway, I had a bunch of stuff brought to me. I brought it to Mr. K. We had a good conversation. He explained everything to me. And, him and I got to talking, and one thing led to another. And here I am. So essentially, Cream Pie Creations is dissolved. The studio is being sold. I already have the buyer. I am just waiting to speak to Dean the next time that he's awake, and it'll be a done deal. Now, with that being said, I had specific requests that I would have being here at WuChang. And with those requests came a certain level of authority. Now, to most people here at this table,
Can you put
I am typically around during the EU hours. And I'll be honest, WuChang is at its weakest during those hours. So I'm making it my mission to, lift up the music side of things here at WuChang during those EU hours into early NA. Now, obviously, when there's important things like this, concerts, events, I can wake up whenever, so I always can make exceptions. But I do want to just get something out here very clear to everybody. Not everybody at this table I've gotten along with throughout the past. I can say with confidence that everybody here, except for the members of Chang Gang, I have never had really a physical altercation except that one time, sorry, Valentine Dalla. Not really sorry, though, you broke my heart. But,
We used to be at Wall.
yes, but you're part of CG, so.
That's true.
Eugene says me.
So, all of my beef that I've had here was strictly music related. Now, I know I've said some pretty nasty things about people's music right here at the table, but hopefully y'all can be good sportsmen about it, because let's be real, there's people at this table that have made diss tracks on me. I have not returned the favor. So just know that, I'm a bit competitive, and sometimes that comes out.
Mr. K,
Now, with that being said, even though I am
I am
a
listening. Am I allowed to
self-proclaimed
speak
king
freely?
of music, and I did win
Yeah,
the
just
Lifetime
let him
Achievement
finish
Award. I
first.
just thought I'd throw that out there. So, I mean,
Okay,
there's
thank you.
some truth to it.
Mm-hmm.
I also understand that this record label has been running for many years without me. And with that, I have to respect the things, the foundations that you guys put forth. And I'm not going to try and come in here and change anything fundamentally without anybody's, vote, so to speak. Now, I'm humbling myself walking in these doors. When it comes to the creation of music, I'm as confident as it can be. There's nobody that can touch me. But when it comes to running WuChang, I understand that there's a lot of people, there's a lot of moving parts, and there's people that came before me. And so I want to respect that, and I want to work as a team. I'm not here to try and steal the show. I'm not here to whip my dick out on the table and say, hey, look at this. This is me trying to help people make their music better, give honest critiques, and just have this place run a little bit more efficiently. Because out of the 3 or 4 days that I've officially been part of WuChang, I've noticed there's a lot of drama. And the drama is getting in the way of the music creation. And so I'm trying to pipe down on some of this drama and keeping it out of this building. It's okay to have disagreements and have little beefs and things like that. But guys, it's weighing this building down. It's a shitstorm. Every time I'm in here, somebody's fighting, punching, trying to kill each other, talking shit, sitting around doing fuck all, collecting receipts. People pouring fucking Vicks vapor rub all over the goddamn walls and studio buttons and anybody else see that shit? That's crazy as hell.
Who the hell
Vicks
did
is
that?
good for the body. It is an
That's
individual
a-
that I hired. He's a janitor. Fixed Vapor
Yeah.
Rub helps with keeping the vocals clear.
Oh, well, I
It
mean,
also helps
I-
with breathing.
Why is it on the
I think most
soundboard?
of us be fine if he was fired. I think it's just a weird thing Harry did. So that...
Yeah, that shit was anyway. That's the vapor
we
rub.
can talk about the janitor another time.
Yeah.
Hey, Liz,
So when it comes
you
to
put a ball sack
people
near my
and I
knee?
having beefs
No, it's
within
not
this label,
beef.
Oh,
I know this might sound
sorry.
crazy. All right, and I don't mean this in an arrogant, ignorant way at all. I truly don't hold any ill will because none of you guys meant anything to me. It was simply
What the fuck?
a
Ditto.
tool that I used to talk shit. I don't know you personally. I don't know your last names. I don't know where you live. I don't know what crews you run with. The only thing I know is now we're part of a team. And I'm competitive, which means I'm going to expect and demand great music at your highest ability so that we can crush Mandem Records and any other independent label that is out there. Because when I'm attached to something, when it comes to music, I want the best. So, you know, the days of creating 20 songs in 3 days is over. We're going to have to go through. There's going to be a process. And management has already talked to me about this earlier, how they're creating basically
Hello?
a sheet that you guys can fill out and submit music that will be approved to print at WuChang. We need to hold this label at the highest regard instead of putting out fucking garbage. And there is some garbage that comes out of this place. I'm just being honest. Doesn't take from the fact that this is the biggest, best label in the city at this point, period, point blank. But it doesn't mean that there is some fucking chivalry garbage that comes out of here. And I don't know if anybody's got
He's
the
so
balls
aggressive
to
sometimes.
say it to people's faces, but I will in a constructive, nice manner. You can ask Valentine Dalla. As much as she don't like me, I brought her into Cream Pie Creations, and I opened up her eyes on things, and it has improved her music. Would you not agree, Valentine?
Yeah, you have a point.
Now, since we're on the same team, I'm going to approach it in a kind
I knew
manner.
it would be spicy in
I'm
here.
not going to be the OTT that you dealt with on Twatter last week, or last month, or last year, because
Last
now I'm
2 years,
rooting
3
for
years?
you. Yep, 2-3 years. Yeah. Now I'm rooting for you, truthfully, and I want to let it be known that I'm willing to collaborate with virtually anybody here that puts first their best work. Now I'm looking to collaborate like crazy. And Lasagna, I still want my collab.
Word. We in the
So-
studio. We in the same studio now. Let's make it happen.
Thank you.
You know, the
Thank
king and
you.
the queen got to get to work with the pen.
Yeah, I'll get on that
You ain't
track
lying.
too. I'll kill it.
Yeah, you'll
Right,
literally
come on,
kill the
baby.
track. Like it'll be fucking dead what you want.
That's the point.
Hell yeah.
That's my meaning behind it, dumb fuck.
So what I've been doing, because I have been a little bit ignorant, because I've been in my own cream pie bubble for a long time, is I'm going through every single artist that we have signed, and I'm listening from 3 to 5 songs of each artist. And I'm going to be figuring out who I want to put my time and effort with, and who I think is a waste of complete and fucking air. Because there's tons of people that are on this label that wake up once every 6 months, once every 3 months, and try and come in here and use this place as their vessel when they're around. If they can't contribute on the regular, obviously people got to take time away, and that's fine. But we all know the people I'm talking about. They need to be kicked. We got way too much quote unquote talent in here. And we need to cut down the roster to serious musicians. If not, they can go to the other fucking labels that are less than us, because that's where they belong. Period.
Woo-woo.
Now, I have a level of power, and I know that you guys just made a kind of conversation about changing the hierarchy or whatever. All right? The only thing that I asked for from Mr. K, and this goes to everybody and other management, is I want to have a voice. I am not going to go on a fucking firing spree or a hiring spree or whatever. It's very hard for me to hire anybody. But I will go through the other management and make decisions collaboratively unless something happens that requires a firing on the spot. as in shooting each other in this building, et cetera, et cetera. You have no business being here if that's the case. So that's where I'm at. Does anybody have any questions for me that I can answer now that I've got everybody's attention? Yes. You don't have a name tag. Vapor Rub.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not my name tag. That's just some Vapor Rub. Jackson Creed. Nice to meet you, OTT.
Nice to meet you.
So my question is,
The fuck?
as far as the vetting process goes, when you go through and you listen to
The
stuff,
fuck did this dude just
maybe
do?
you personally don't like it. Does that just mean you're going to be hands off, or does that mean WuChang is going to be hands off? As far as checking out the songs.
Oh, I'm just kind of going through because I don't like. I'm just gonna be honest. When I'm downstairs and there's 15 people in a room, I can name 3 of them. So like I'm creating profiles on all of the artists so that I can get to know them, the musics that they make. Like there are types of genres of music that I don't fully understand, and I'm not gonna pretend to be the expert. Period.
That's a good
But I
answer.
do
like
know
that.
what sounds good, right? Like I do have a musical ear. So if somebody's vocals are off, their dubs are off, their delivery's not on point, these fundamentals I can hear. But there's a gentleman that showed me a bunch of dubstep related stuff yesterday or day before yesterday, which
Dean, let me call you right back.
he's got a ton of talent, but I don't understand the music. So it'd be very ridiculous of me to say, oh, this is hot garbage. It has nothing to do with that. I'm doing it out of respect to each artist so that I give them my ear and I listen to them. Not just one song, but 3 to 5, so I can kind of get an idea of the type of artist they are.
Yeah, let me also interject here. When he says, whether he likes something or not, he's gonna work with them. Like he just said, that's if he sees somewhere he can help, he's gonna reach out and help. If it's a genre he doesn't know about, obviously he's not gonna waste his time because he doesn't have much there to help with. And in terms of when he's talking about, garbage in the record label, he's not talking about, genres or songs that he necessarily doesn't vibe with. He means people that are taking advantage of the company, the people that just show up here and there and don't really do much, and they kind of just ride the wave, is what he's talking about.
Right
And
on,
I think-
all right. That's good.
and I
So
think we
if you're
should
out
have
here making
representation-
quality music, doing your thing, you guys have nothing to worry about. We're here to bring you up. I don't want you guys sitting here scared like, oh fuck, am I gonna get cut? No, that's not what this is.
Hell no. We're just like, for example, if Lasagna puts out a song or she comes to me and she's like, yo, T, what do you think about this track? Give me your honest opinion. I know that I can critique her in a way because she understands music that I think she'll benefit. And then also, when I'm releasing stuff, I can send it to a Lasagna, I can send it to a Valentine, I can send it to whomever, and I can get their opinion because I listen too.
Yes, Gorgai.
I don't come in here acting like, I've put out some songs that I'm not like overly proud about, but I think I have a good enough track record and I know what the audience typically likes to hear that I think I can help y'all improve. And I don't know how many of these individuals like myself, and I'm going to learn this, that there are within this label that can do that. Like I will literally sit down with you in the studio and help you record. I can help get your stuff mastered, mixed. And you can either choose to use me or not. At the end of the day, it's no sweat off me. But if you're not going to use me or any of the other experts that are within these 4 walls and you're releasing hot trash, don't get your panties in a bunch when I tell you that shit didn't sound good. Because that's what I'm here for. And I'll, of course, do it in a way that won't come off like a total asshole like you might have gotten from before. And I think Valentine can attest to how I actually coach and help my students.
Yeah, you actually, when you used to be my mentor, used to be like really good, it just fell off after I left, you know what I mean? But back in the cream pie days, I can agree that OTT was really helpful in my journey.
Thank you.
Thank you for answering that. That was a lot of enlightenment. I like that.
Any other questions?
OTT, you want quality over quantity, correct?
Correct.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're gonna make good music,
Sometimes Vinny just
and
talks
you're
the
putting it
talk.
out at a fair,
He doesn't even say
quantity,
shit.
Then sure, no problem. But I've heard things
You had something to
that,
say,
like,
Harry?
I don't know how it got approved.
Oh, absolutely.
And I
I'm
just
waiting.
don't want that anymore. And I don't think you guys want that anymore. Because it devalues everything that we're doing.
Not
here.
at all. I'm 100% on your side. I feel so strongly about this. This just makes me so passionate. There's like a fire that's burning in this chair right now.
That's
as
okay,
you're talking.
Shannon. That's okay, Shannon. We get it. We get it, Shannon. Thank you.
Got really into it.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Hit me with whatever. Now's the time
Hello.
to get it off your chest.
My name is Harry Martinez. I am the current CEO of this company. And there is a lot of things that I would like to ask. One, Ipgorg has an excellent question. What is your thoughts about hazelnut and Nutella?
Harry.
Jesus Christ, Harry.
Hazelnut and Nutella?
Yes.
I mean,
That's the first question. First question.
I think Nutella's pretty delicious. I don't think I've ever had hazelnut.
I have a question.
Okay, hold on.
Nutella
I
is
have one
made
more
from
question.
hazelnut.
I was just
So-
gonna say that. Isn't Nutella made from hazelnut?
Exactly.
I don't
That is the
know.
reason why I asked. I
Why
combined
would you
them
ask
together.
if you like hazelnut and Nutella if it's already in there, Harry?
All right, this is the question you've been waiting to ask.
Harry, I'm gonna fucking
No, there's
slap you upside your fucking head, you idiot.
No, relax,
not
man. He went on a.
I'm
He's,
sorry,
he's
I'm
been
sorry,
through a
I'm
lot.
sorry.
Yeah, breakdown.
Outburst,
He's been going to
outburst.
some flufflom or something.
Keflam.
Yeah, Keflam or something.
That they think you're the king. Okay, yeah.
My following question is, how can we trust you in a position of being an authority when Cream Pie Records has been absolutely non-existent for the past year?
Oh, that's not.
So are you taking a shot at me, or is this like a legit question?
That is a legitimate question that I would like to hear an answer for, please.
Okay. So the reason why I've only created one song this year. That was it. Just one. And the main reason why I only created one song is because I wasn't passionate about making music. I had done it all. I had released the biggest music videos, had the biggest songs. I've done all of the concerts. I've had people that have been part of the studio, then not part of the studio, and I was finding that I had no passion to write. I had wrote about just virtually everything. See, the difference between myself and 95% of the city's artists is I actually write about the city. And this is no shot at anybody at this table, okay? Because I've heard some pretty incredible music come out of WuChang in the last 24 hours when I've been binging all of your guys' music. But what I'm saying is, all I want to do is make music about the city. And creatively speaking, it's much more difficult to only write about things that I see through my eyes within the city than it is to write generic rap or generic whatever about whatever. And so if I don't have any great ideas or that passion isn't firing on all cylinders, then I don't write and I don't create because I don't want to devalue my brand. I could put out a song every 48 hours, no problem, and it would be better than 70% of the music I hear in the city. And I'm not even saying that to be a dick. It's just facts. But it will not be 100% what I would consider quality. And that's the only reason why I haven't been active. The reason why the label as a whole hasn't been active, well, it actually kind of was, because a lot of people don't know this, but every just about independent artist in the city that makes good music typically come through Cream Pie and print through my studio for free. Because I would, if say they got fired here, they didn't want to come here, they got fired at Mandem, they didn't want to go there, whatever, or they just respected me and wanted my help, then all year I've been doing that. I just haven't personally making music. So like my heart is still here in the music game, but the passion for me to write and create just wasn't there. It was lacking. And with that being said, it's not like I didn't write at all throughout the year. I have, and the other artists on this table can probably relate to what I'm about to say, is I have at least 10 to 15 half-made songs. So like I'll have a passion about like racing motorcycles, and I'll write a really cool 16, but then just can't really figure out a hook or just don't have enough gas in the tank, pardon the pun, to do a second verse. So I've got a lot of incomplete songs throughout this last year that I just didn't release. But now that I'm part of a label that actually has a large catalog of people, then I can tap into that. It's much easier for me to write 16 bars or do a hook. And next thing you know it, I could have 10 songs, 15 songs out in a year. That's no problem. But in the past, I would only be putting out, in a really good year, 5 songs, 6 songs. So you can trust me here because I have the passion again. I have something to look forward to. This is the next chapter. And a lot of you guys might not know this, but Kay does. I tried to run WuChang when this all boomed up. And I went one way. Kay went in another direction. We did our thing. I feel like my journey with Cream Pie has come to an end. And I feel like I need to elevate myself, help others, and not necessarily just be the star of the show anymore. I'd rather be a nice companion piece to some of the other artists here, and it might strike a chord for me to release some stuff on my own and get that itch going again, which it has. So I give you my word that I will put this place at the forefront of what I do musically. You have my word. There's no alternative motive here. I don't have one. Cream Pie is pretty much sold. Like I'm signing shit tomorrow. It's done. And for you to question how much this is important to me, I just got rid of my baby. It's gone. That I've had for the last 4 years. It's like Mr. K just closing up shop and selling WuChang and going to another label. Except that I was the face completely, the artist, everything. So I gave up a lot to come here on a whim. And I'll tell you guys this. If I find myself in a month, 3 months hating this place and the people around here, I will resign. I will leave. Because I don't want to, if I'm going to be dealing with drama and all this other shit, I want to at least be having fun and enjoying my time here. This building is going to be an escape for me on a daily basis. I've got the streets, the BSK stuff, the fucking, all that shit out there. When I come here, it's a different OTT.
I appreciate the genuine answer. Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
I do have one more question before Desh asks hers.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you have a negative feelings towards me? Because from what I have been told by multiple people, apparently you have been talking trash about me. Granted, I don't know if this has been happening before or after. I just know what I have been told.
Sure, I'll clear that up. So there has been no trash talk at all since I have been hired. And the
OTT is a talker, chat, 100%. He can go on and on.
Was that it seems as though it wasn't the NoPixel Music Awards or the WuChang Music Awards that everybody in the streets was calling it. I said, seems like it was the Harry Martinez Awards. Now, the reason why I was saying that is because I had several people who is obviously biased throw you under the bus, say that you've been greasing up the hands around you, your sons, your daughters, your fiancés, putting your name in for your own type of award, winning, getting paid more or the same as the artists. The questionable things where you were paying committee members, all of this stuff they brought to me. And I weighed all of the evidence. I went through all of the bank records. And instead of going on a campaign, I came to Mr. K and I had a conversation. And he cleared up quite a bit of it. He also agreed some things could have maybe been done differently, but hindsight's 20/20. And who else is putting up the amount of money that he did and that WuChang did and others to put on an award show? So who are other people to bitch and complain? The only thing that I said to Mr. K when I came through these doors is I said, the only person that I want in this building to be able to get rid of me is Mr. K. And I said, I'll be damned if Harry Martinez, who is a CEO, which I respected, is going to boss me around and tell me what to do when you don't know anything about music. And that's the honest truth, and that's about as deep as it has ever gone. I don't know you. I don't know you personally. I would like to get to know you. I'm here to help. And I also respect the position you're in. You're the CEO.
Thank
If
you.
it was-
If you ever have any questions about the NoPixel Music Awards, feel free to ask. I will answer anything.
Well, I'm sure we will, but you were in a mental institution when everything came to me.
Right. I have something to
So,
say about
yeah.
this. So I totally understand what you
fucking
mean
love
by that
Harry,
now.
so-
You just didn't want Harry to fire you, because that was actually the question that I was going to ask is, you know, with the whole positioning, I don't know if you're aware of how we kind of have it, but I've even, you know, Harry came into the company as general manager way after I had been executive for months already. So I was obviously feeling some type of way about that. But we have established basically with the board of directors that Harry can't fire any of us. You know, it's all up to Mr. K, and we all kind of work together as equals, like you were saying earlier.
Now he can consult with me, but at the end of the day, it's something I overlook when it comes to executives.
I only fire artists when they are being stupid.
Yeah.
I don't
pretty
even
much.
have a paycheck, guys. I didn't ask for a salary. I'm not in this for the money. I'm not in this for the power or the glory. I'm in this for the music game. Because selfishly, I want to get back into it. And I don't have enough passion by myself anymore. So I don't give a fuck who's got 3 letters above their fucking title. I don't care who makes more money. I don't care who puts out more music. I don't care about any of that shit. I only care about creating better music and making the label better because I'm attached to it. And that's the honest to God's truth. I don't need to get paid. I don't want to get paid.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, can I ask my question? It's a little off topic, but does anybody know how to fix my brother?
So yeah, we're looking into that, Dash. You know.
Okay. I'm a little worried.
Harry's a
sounds little
very
bit
smart,
robotic.
capable man,
Seems
and
great. Seems fine.
you know,
Oh,
I'm sure Harry.
Thank you, Eugene.
Ain't that right, Harry? You're doing great, right, Harry?
I am doing
No, he's a big
fantastic.
weirdo.
I feel
He's
great.
not fine. He's a big weirdo.
Harry's gonna be
It's
okay,
any
guys. Harry's gonna be okay. We're gonna get that
He's
taken
He's
care of.
totally
Seems
different.
normal to me, to be honest.
Now, before, well, actually, not before. I mean, let's carry that on to another topic here. You know, OTT brought up that, you know, a lot of people are always worried about what the next person's doing, this, that, and the third. And that's always kind of been an issue in the music scene. People kind of get upset if this person's getting more shows or that person's getting more money or what this person's doing, that person, this, that, the third. You know, am I wrong? People are always worried about this shit.
It's like
Yes,
that in
no?
the gang life too, okay? It's like that in the gang life.
I'm not saying you guys in particular, but usually when there's drama or issues, it's usually surrounding something like that. And I just want you guys to know that all that is wasted fucking energy. All the time being spent worried about what this person's doing, what that person got paid, what they released, what shows they got and you didn't get, or what, you know, vice versa, what you got and they didn't get, is all wasted fucking energy. You gotta lock in, you gotta worry about yourself, do what's best for you, and get your head on straight. Because all this other stuff is distractions. It's going to just be dragging you down. It's going to be weighing you down. It's going to be stressing you out, making you feel some type of way. You're going to have a chip on your shoulder for no fucking reason. And then at a certain point, you're going to be so deep in that shit, you're going to be fucking lost and you don't know how to get out of there. So you want to be climbing up that ladder with as least weight on your back as possible. So you go out there and you worry about what you're doing. Do what you can do best. Don't worry about the person next to you. Don't worry about the person behind you. Or whatever. Because all that shit's just distraction at the end of the day. You're going to have haters. You're going to have people trying to bring you down. Shitting on what you do. But like I said, use that as fuel. Don't use that as something to be upset about. Use that shit as fuel. Say, okay, this is how you feel. Well, I'll fucking show you, bitch. And then you do what you got to do.
heck yeah, Mr. K.
That's the fucking truth. I can't tell you how many people have come up to me like, hey, I saw this person's getting that. This person, this, that. And every
He's
time
referring
I'm
to
just,
Damian Tinkerman.
Oh, Damian's
He ain't
one of
here,
them,
though.
but
He ain't here.
there's a
I was
lot of
gonna
little rich
say-
that come up with that. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying, maybe I have experienced something different, but I feel like one of the things I'm proudest about WuChang is that we are an artist-friendly group, and I don't personally see a lot of that. And if we do see that negativity, it usually finds its own way out of the place, because I feel like we're just supporting everyone's music.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been a recent thing. I'm talking mainly about the music awards. We've seen a lot of that from other people, and there was a whole thing about people getting paid more, this, that, and the third that people were upset about. I mean, I'm sure Harry can relate to that. And to me, it's like, yo, be grateful. Keep, your head focused. Don't worry about the next person. And just worry about keep improving yourself. Because all that's just going to drag you down.
That money
Winners
saved
should
my
get
life,
their
so I don't
trophies
care.
today.
Oh, that's good news
Exactly. I mean, I think it's a great example to make out of what Mr. K is saying here, in case anyone is feeling like that. As soon as the awards were over for me, I felt immediately responsible that I didn't do enough this year to earn any of those awards. So that's the thing, is that it's not about taking it out on other people. You have to find it in yourself and find the inspiration there, than to be talking about other people or saying things like people didn't deserve this or whatever. Like, that is all just external, and you're just blaming stuff for no reason. I don't even think anyone does that here, but in case anyone has ever even thought that, like, it's not a good mindset to be in. Do the internal work and figure it out.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not saying any of you guys are doing that. I'm just speaking in general as a whole. A little pep talk. Now, is there anything anyone at this table wants to say regarding anything of the label, this, that, anything? Now's the time.
I have a bone to pick with you, Mr. K.
Okay.
So I just want to say, I do appreciate the spice, right? But I would like a warning next time that you're gonna put anyone on the executive or board panel, because this is not the first time this has happened. Obviously, this happened with Harry before, and when that happened, I kind of just, I got along with Harry, so it was fine. And obviously, I think I'm gonna get along just fine with OTT too. He's been very sweet to me, and I don't. It's not necessarily about the person. It's just kind of like the damage control that I have to do every time that this happens, because this is the second time this has happened.
No, 100%. You're right. And yeah, actually, I wanted to get Harry in the room and you guys in the room. I don't think you were around. Harry was in a mental institution, so I kind of just acted on it. I brought the bimbos in. OTT performed very well. And it kind of just happened, but you're 100% right.
And Lasagna. Mr. K has got one hell of an intuition, and he knows he just brought forth who we needed to bring forth. The label won't regret it, and I give you my word.
Oh, no. It's not even about that. It's just the fact that everyone was freaking out. Like, because when I first heard it, I was kind of like, oh, okay, that's kind of random, but you know what? There's no problem with that. I had no doubts about you, OTT. It's just the fact that even with Harry, it's kind of like, girl, like, so all the executives were here, then we don't know that someone is getting put, because we were told that you were above us for a second.
So you're pretty much saying, give you the chance to salt the roads before the snowstorm comes.
Exactly. So we know what to tell other people, because we didn't even know what was up with all the executives, me, Nico, Noel, Valentine, Shannon. And we had artists coming up asking us about, oh, I heard OTT's our boss now, when we didn't even know about it. So we were kind of like,
and then the message gets misconstrued. I got you.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's when there's all this negative attitude towards him comes, where before anyone has ever had a chance to speak to him. So I don't like that is something that happens. And I just, I think the communication could just be a little bit better, even if it's just talking to Harry or talking to somebody, somebody that is going to spread it to the right people.
Yep, that'll be, we'll do it differently in the future.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Can I actually ask a question? I'm curious to know, like, I feel like there's not a lot of information. I feel like everyone in this room can agree. So, like, what is that, like, whole sub-label thing going on? Does this coincide with what's OTT saying about, like, the quality?
No. You talking about Don Dolph sub-label?
No. There was, like, talk.
Zolos?
No, it was Harry bought, like,
Down Bad
Records. That's what it was. Yes. And he was going to like transfer artists from here, some artists from here to there. And I just feel like there was just not a lot of
I know what you're talking about.
clarity.
Harry, did that fall through? Or what? I mean, Harry, you can go ahead and bring some light onto that. I don't know if that's even a thing still.
I currently am the CEO of Down Bad Records. We have not ironed anything out because of the NoPixel Music Awards and everything else that happened in between. So it is still up in the air. However, we could easily do something like that.
Yeah,
the idea was to put it and then move the people that were bad down to the other labels so they could work on their music to get better and work their way up to WuChang. With Daphne Malone being one of the individuals to work over it.
New artists as well, right?
Exactly.
It's kind of like a buffering zone was the idea.
Exactly.
I don't hate the idea. And I think it could work. It does make sense that it is called Down Bad.
We were going to change the name.
Oh.
Kind of does work, though, the name, to be honest.
Kind of does work.
It kind of works.
That's what I was going to say. I say we keep it for sure.
But here's where I could see there being an issue, right? Say we go through 80 artists that are currently here, and we think 30 of them aren't fit to be part of WuChang. And I know that kind of sounds cold, but it is what it is. So whether their music just really needs work or they're just really inactive, whatever the case may be. Now, if we demote them down to down bad, then how is that going to make them feel? They're going to be less motivated. They're going to be looked down upon by others. It's going to create beef between WuChang and Down Bad, which is a sistered record label. And I think that it's going to create the opposite of what we're actually trying to achieve. Now, I think having a Down Bad or some sort of sub-label for all new hires is really good. And it's also a great way to train up-and-coming management and other people of positions so that they are managing something just under us before they manage the big boys and big gal table like we are sitting here right now. So that's just something to think about. If you do make a Down Bad sub-label, if you demote people down there, it's going to create some real bad tension. And it'll be almost a hierarchy within kind of its own hierarchy, which probably won't go well. I think if people are not fit, they should be fired. We don't want you in this building. You've ruined the privilege of being at the premium recording studio in the city of Los Santos. You fucked it up. We don't want you. Go to Mandem Records. Go independent. Your time here is done. That's what I think it should be. Instead of, well, you're being demoted. It's kind of like in the gang life, it's like taking an OG and making him a hang-around. Well, that's going to create a whole lot of...
Yeah, we've seen that with Dean Quincy, but we'll continue this talk with the executives. We'll all have a meeting, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with Down Bad Records and put a proper use to it. But as artists, you guys don't have to worry about any of that stuff right now. Like I said, keep your heads on straight, keep doing what you're doing. And the ceiling just got fucking raised. So right now, there is no ceiling. We can go straight up to the fucking sky, to the stars, to the different universes. Black holes, wormholes, time warps. I mean, all that type of stuff.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I wanna meet Ipgorg. That sounds about the right place.
Yeah, you can go meet Ipgorg.
Ipgorg is fantastic.
Don't encourage him, please.
Okay, are we done here?
I think we're good. Yeah, again, appreciate you guys all. Good to see you guys. If you need anything, just reach out to me. I mean, no one here should feel afraid to text me, call me, whatever. I might not get back to you right away, but I eventually will. Maybe even if you have to remind me.
A couple of times.
Yeah, and if anybody wants to have a conversation with me in private, I'm here for a little bit.
Can I have my...
Everyone good?
Can I have my card?
Hey, Easy, it's good to see you, my fucking boy.
You want it back?
Yeah, can you sign it? I'm a big fan.
Of course, Vinny.
Thank
You want
you.
me
Yo, I
to
heard you
sign it for
smacked up the
Vinny or
bimbos, bro.
Denzel?
Oh, me?
He gave me a question to ask.
Yeah, you know the bimbos are real fucking pissed at you, man.
Oh,
Here you go.
One of them is right here. I could care less what Easy does.
You're
so, you know,
just
Naomi that was mad at me.
Yeah, I told him about the whole story where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone told you to hold the door for them, and then they, like, you know, they robbed you and beat you. I told him about the past, you know what I'm saying? So they can relate, you know?
You know, it got a little spicy. It is what it is.
Got a little
No hard
PTSD,
feelings.
ladies. You gotta keep that in mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's been through the fucking streets, so.
Well, our thoughts and prayers are with you then, Easy. We love you.
Love you too.
Mwah.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? The bimbos, you know, they're kind of crazy. You just gotta make some shit up.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I feel you.
It was
You know, usually I steer clear,
That
but
is where you are, Valentine.
it got spicy too quick.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, shit, that's why Harry had a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Come here.
All
right, well, I'll be around, my man.
He's not here.
I
I don't know what
bet.
to do anymore.
Appreciate you.
You're always thirsty for Big D.
Okay.